Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Golf Gossip. I'm one of your hosts, Shan Coughlin.
And I'm your other host, Jamie Catola.
And we're the real wives of golf professionals here to talk with you about some of the golf gossip going on the last couple of weeks. How are you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing great.
Did you get to watch the tournament this weekend?
I watched a lot of golf. We watched Drive, Chip, and Putt, and then we watched the tournament yesterday. That was pretty exciting with three-man playoff. I caught a little bit of the LPGA, but not much.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting, the finish. Anyway, we can talk about that. I actually took my own fivesome out. Played a little round of golf.
You and your boys?
Yep,
your
all the
four
Coughlin
boys.
men were in town. So Patrick's here visiting. Give a little shout out to him. They played very well. We had a great time. Weather in Myrtle Beach, folks, is perfect.
Come down. It's amazing. The beach, it's warm, nice breeze. Golf is amazing. I mean, you guys are missing out. Come to the beach.
I know. Patrick's coming visiting from upstate New York, and he was like, wow, it's hot.
I have friends from New Jersey, and they were complaining on the beach like, oh, it's hot out here.
So, okay.
We're not on the beach, though. We're in the studio.
It's snowing where you come from, so hey, pick your poison. There's a lot has happened over the last couple weeks, some good, some bad, and then we have next weekend to look forward to. Definitely the Masters.
Actually, it starts.
I know it starts today.
As my husband, he made a comment and he was like, "Leave it to the Masters to be the only event that can turn into 8 days instead of 7 days because they added the drive, chip, and putt." So, I mean,
which to me is marketing genius because as a parent of a golfer, who wouldn't want their kid to try to participate? So you want to talk about growing the game? That may be one of the biggest opportunities right there. Jeff actually talked about that quite a bit.
I think it's an amazing, amazing thing. I ran junior golf for years. I received a growth of the game scholarship from my program from the PGA, and there's nothing better than just seeing the little kids hitting the shots and being really excited about what they do.
Right. Can I just tell you, a 14-year-old hitting at 281 and a half yards?
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And you can kind of tell, they kept saying, oh, the kids are going by feel. They don't have anything inside their heads, and they don't. And you could tell that by the putting, that 30-foot putt. No, the kids they struggled so much with that. But that 15-foot.
Yeah, unreal.
I mean, there were so many that sunk it in the hole. I just thought it was really exciting. They said that enrollment had doubled from the previous year. So that means, parents are getting their kids out there. And this is a sport you can play for life.
Well, and here's a good point, and I'm taking this from Golf Digest, but they say keep in mind the Augusta National Tournament practice area plays uphill with little roll and no helping breeze, just 136 feet above sea level. So the boys 14 and 15 winner Matt Campbell, 14 years old, hit his first drive outside the boundaries and then pumped out that 281 and a half yarder to win the division. Grant Herrenbruck, 14, also missed the first.
Yeah, I watched him a lot.
I'm sorry, 280.7 yards. That's less than a yard difference. That's 0.8 yards difference. These kids are really, unreal.
Really good. Out of the girls' division, Morgan Goldstein from Las Vegas, she won every single.
The 12 and 13-year-old. Yep.
Yeah. She won drive, chip, and putt. I mean, the girl is so good.
13 years old, hit her second ball 243 yards. All right, real quick, and then we'll move on. The girls 14 and 15-year-old winner, Emily Lauterbach, 14, hit her second drive 243 and a half yards to win the driving discipline, and runner-up Jessica Ponce drove her second ball 240 yards. I mean, to me, that's unbelievable. And then Satchel Pierce took the boys 10 and 11-year-old division with a 233-yarder. And they said, to be 11 again.
Well, there's another girl. She was in the 10 to 11 year.
Yeah, Julia Meismer. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I was going to talk about Catherine Schuster. She is from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. She's only been playing golf for a year. She saw it on TV last year and said, hey, I want to try that. Then she was in the drive, chip, and putt. I mean, that's just amazing. So people, get your kids out there. If you don't know how to play, there are a million local professionals in your area. Contact one. Most of them give lessons to little kids for free. Yeah. Try the First Tee program.
Or nominal. Yeah, nominal fees.
Yeah.
First Tee is free.
Look up your state junior association. There's so many ways. Get your kids involved. It's a passion of mine.
Yes. And just another reason to love the Masters.
Exactly.
Can we talk about green? Can we talk about the color green?
We can, which happens to be one of my signature colors. Shan knows this.
And it's my favorite color. Green of any color, any shade of green, I love.
Yep, I love it. Kelly green, one of my wedding colors. Masters green.
Yeah, you had a Masters wedding, so
yeah, kind of.
She walked down the aisle to the Masters theme, folks.
We did. My wedding party did come down to it, which we will be hearing this week. So
we will a lot, and a lot of the golf pros I've noticed it's their phone, it's the ringtone on their phone this week.
I have to get it.
Yes, and of course I purchased my Masters signature bag in the signature Kelly green. I think you got the wallet to match from 31. Thank you, Holly McMillan. Got them from her.
And I actually last year my husband surprised me and held on to this bag for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. He came back and kept it a surprise, and he got me one of the official purses. There it is.
There it is
from the Masters, and it's my signature colors, navy and white and Kelly green, and it's amazing, and I love it. Thanks, babe.
Thanks, Jeff. We love it. It's music. Can this be our music now for Golf Gossip?
Yes. No. Okay.
All right, so that's one reason we love the Masters. I'm going for the first time ever.
I'm very, very jealous. I'm just putting it out there. My husband will be there all week. Shan and her husband will be there.
Yeah, and Patrick. Yep.
And her son. And if any of our listeners who really love our show and you want Shan and I to do something from the Masters.
We could do that. Tomorrow. It'd have to be tomorrow.
Please.
Send Jamie a ticket.
Send me a ticket. You can contact me through the station.
Yep.
You can email us and say, I have a ticket for Jamie because she's amazing and she deserves to go.
Yep. Shan at thegolfdirector.com.
Yeah.
Email me.
It's
Shan,
the one
SHAN.
tournament that our PGA spouse card doesn't get us into.
I know.
So I'm just putting it out there to anybody who loves me and has an extra ticket.
Do we get in the U.S. Open too?
Do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Frank. Okay, so as we look forward to the Masters and those who are playing in it, can we talk about the mustache question?
I must ask you a question.
One of the things we noticed in watching the tournament is that Johnson Wagner.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm going, he looks really familiar. Why don't...
Didn't your husband play against him in
college?
He
did. He played against him in college, and I know that, and he tells the rest of my family while we're sitting there watching at Easter, and I said, wait, isn't that the guy with the mustache? And he goes, yeah, he shaved it off. So I'm really it's like the Tom Selleck era, and I feel like there's no more mustaches. And
thank God.
Then my whole family...
Can I just say thank God?
But here's the thing. My whole family made an observation. Mm-hmm. All the men, the older men, my dad, my uncles, their friends, they all have mustaches. Mm. And none of the young people have a legit mustache. I'm not talking about like the goatee and a mustache. I'm talking about just a mustache.
Just the stash.
It's not a popular thing anymore.
Yeah.
You don't think Ricky Fowler's is cute?
No.
But that's like not like
no.
It never grew in. It never grew in.
No. Once he shaved the 70s porn star stash, it was done.
I mean, I'm talking like legit Tom Selleck mustache. Yeah. And
okay, so let's talk about the best mustaches of the PGA. You have a list, and I agree with every single one of them.
First off, obviously Gary McCord. I mean, you have to. And then
he kept it very well. I never saw that mustache out of grooming.
No, you have to. And, he had the little wax, the little the curl. So it was his handlebar. Well, it's not. Is that a handlebar?
I don't know. It's a curly
No,
cube.
that's if it goes down, right? So, yeah.
Craig Stadler had quite the stash.
It was thick. It was burly. It was good. It was a legit Tom Selleck mustache.
John, I missed this name. You put John Daly on this list.
When he used to have that blonde,
no, I'm going to disagree with you there.
I didn't say it was good.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, but when he used to sport that blonde mustache, I mean, blonde mustaches just don't work for anybody, period. So let's just put that out there. If you have one, just shave it.
Okay, and we mentioned Ricky Fowler. He tried.
Yeah. Corey Haven had it when he won the U.S. Open.
May be the only person that's ever donned a mustache that I liked, because I'm not a facial hair person. I never have been, but Corey's wasn't too bad,
and it was dark. It was like a good legit mustache. And then of course you have Fluff.
Except Fluff. Yeah, I do like him.
So
I like everything about Fluff.
I mean, there's not even really any more.
I really want to give Fluff a hug. Ever since I've seen him, he's just one of the types of
Would
people.
Would you feel that way if his name wasn't Fluff?
I don't know. It doesn't matter because we don't have that option. His name's always been Fluff.
You might get to this
tomorrow.
You might.
Would they call security if I was just like, Fluff, I want
I would think so.
Yeah,
I said it on my show. Can I have a hug?
All right, it's enough about the stash, but yeah, that was interesting.
We just thought it
Johnson
was an
Wagner.
observation we had to make.
Yes, just kind of like ears out. You know,
Yeah.
Jeff had ears out. We had on Ricky Fowler in the hat. Okay, Shell Houston, 3-way playoff. Spieth, Wagner, JB Holmes.
You know, and I looked at this. JB Holmes is on fire. Period.
Yes. Sizzle.
Yeah, he 6 tournaments ago, he at the Farmers he finished in second, and then fast forward at the WGC,
Yeah. Arnold
he
Palmer.
places in second, doesn't make the cut in the Arnold Palmer
Right.
because
Oh, that's
-1 doesn't make it,
Minus
which is
2.
insane.
You keep saying -1.
I know, but he
Minus
was
2.
at -1.
Yeah, and he didn't make the cut.
And then he's in second again.
Plays lights out.
Plays lights out or
Two
wins,
awesome-
and then
yeah,
he wins. So he is like right there. Like
Right.
he is, and he is moving up in the rankings too.
Yes.
So
Should have picked him.
Yeah, right. So keep your eye on him. He played awesome.
Mm-hmm.
64, right?
Started with a 65.
65.
Then went, I don't remember the 2 middle rounds, and then obviously the 64 the
Yeah.
last day. Anyone shoots 64, 65, they deserve to win a tournament. And, you know, I was really pulling for Wagner because he would have gotten into the Masters. But who plans their 6-year-old boy's birthday party the weekend of the Masters?
I don't have any idea. I mean, that's the
I
dumbest
heard
thing
that,
I've ever
and I'm
heard.
like, well, why don't you just spell out to the universe, I'm not going.
His wife, I have nothing good to say about planning
Jamie.
your 6-year-old's birthday the week of the
weekend of the
Masters.
Masters.
It's like getting married in the fall, like during college football season. It's like the same exact concept.
I know. I made the mistake of going into labor during the Clemson and
You
Carolina
can't control labor, but you can control your wedding date. I
And your child's
almost
birthday.
got married Masters weekend.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, by
And
accident. We had to
first,
change it.
my husband thought it would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought about it. I'm not sharing my anniversary
Every year.
every year with
Forever.
Masters Week. Not happening.
And
So,
just for those of you who don't know, I actually married Jamie and her husband.
she
so that was fun.
did.
You're at the surf club. As her father surprised her with that horse-drawn carriage, and I think
I-
she was more mad than happy.
It was a little
It was
shocking.
to the Masters theme, though.
It was.
Okay, so let's do some predictions as my hair gets caught. And for those of you who aren't watching, go to thegolfdirector.com. You can click on the TV tab, and you can see us.
Our
here
lovely
having fun.
faces.
Jamie's obsession with the attire, yes, the green jacket. How do you just walk around in those? They have to stay in Augusta.
Okay, I didn't know
No
that.
wonder they walk around in this. It's the only time they get to wear them.
It's so cool. It's like I bet like you get there and like there's like a butler and he's like, "Oh, your jacket,
there
Mr.
is
Watson."
a green jacket room attendant. We learned this last year. Was it Tom Plinkers? I think, yeah. We learned this from Tom Plinkers, but he had gotten some of the rules. And yes, there's a green jacket room attendant. And yeah, they're all hanging in there.
I think it's so cool. Like when I saw like Condi Rice like wearing hers at the drive, chip and putt, I was like, I would sport that so good. Like
We should get you
so
one.
good. I know. I feel like I need one. I need to wear it this
Mm-hmm.
week.
And oh yeah, and you were like, so never getting to go. If anyone wants to give Jamie a ticket again, email me at
Yeah.
Shannon at
Again,
the
if
Golf
anybody
Director.
wants to give me a ticket for this week, I can go any day. My husband has free access. Just
Okay, so
let me know.
let's talk about our predictions. Okay, folks, if you ever want to see Jamie's "You're So Stupid" look, pick a back-to-back winner. I can't help it. I'm putting Bubba in there. Who'd I pick? Bubba,
Jordan
Spieth,
Spieth and Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Walker.
Dynamite.
I'm giving. They've got a shot. I think here the last person to win 2 in a row. Do you know who it was?
I said it was Tiger.
It was Tiger in 01 and 02. Do you know who did it before him?
Jack.
Nick Faldo. Jack was.
Oh,
for
Nick, they did say that
yeah,
the other day.
89 and 90. So it's almost time. We're actually a couple years early if we're going for the every decade.
Yeah.
But it could be time.
I
And
don't
nobody
know.
likes him now.
No, he's like the PGA's like least likable,
talk in the mic.
least likable character. So I picked Rory.
Of course you did.
I picked Brent Snedeker because he loves Augusta. He plays really good at
He does.
Augusta. So,
And she picked him, so I couldn't.
and then I picked JB Holmes because I think he is
He's primed.
right there. He's primed. He's excited. I think he's going to do really well.
Well, I think Spieth is primed, and we're going to get to this in a little bit in our man up, but although I don't use this as a total excuse, but I do think whatever happened in the crowd spooked him on that bunker shot, and we could have had a different outcome this week.
I think there was a lot of times where we saw that even when the girls were putting in
Yep.
the playoffs, the crowd is just nonstop. And when did golf turn into a
Heckle
heckling?
sport. Oh.
Like, let's just get drunk and, yell things like mashed potatoes and, get in the hole on a par 5. Really? Come on. That's my biggest pet peeve. But,
well, and so at the, what's the tournament? The, Waste Management, where they have the one hole where it's kind of known
that's
for.
what it is.
That's what it is. But the every tournament, I told my sons, I have 3 boys, and I said, look, if you ever go to a golf event, and I even think that's your voice, you are so, I don't know what I'm going to do to you, but it'll be bad. I mean, that's ridiculous. These are grown men out there yelling that stuff.
This isn't football game, basketball.
Right.
Even baseball, people don't really heckle, I mean.
A little. They do a little.
A
in the
little,
outfield.
maybe like, come on, pitcher, batter, but I mean, not like you're seeing in golf now.
Well, and then they wait when they know they're going to be the only ones heard. I'm like, normally you try to hide that mess.
No, they want to be on TV. They want everybody like, oh my God, you said mashed potatoes. Like, really?
That's really cool. Not.
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously we didn't like that.
Yeah. And we will not see it this week because it is Augusta and no, not happening.
I'm going to be separated from my phone for, I guess we're going in at like 8 something. So about 9 hours. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I'm more worried about my son.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
You are not, Shan, as my husband says, it's like it's like better than heaven. And you're not even going to be thinking about what is happening in the real world.
I hope
you
not.
are just going to be focused on like the beauty of and the experience.
But I'm going to wish you were there. All right, so let's talk about the food. Last year we did a whole what would we serve. So this year let's look at what Bubba's serving. He finally revealed his champion's dinner menu for his green jacketed peers. I love how you put that. And all he said was, we're gonna have food.
We're gonna have food. No one ever says what they're gonna have. I searched, thinking maybe there was a leak or somebody had the information. I was like, Golf Gossip has to like say what they're gonna have tomorrow, and I can't find it anywhere.
So he said it's the one chance that I can just hold everything from everybody, so I'm doing it, and I might not ever get that chance again. I guess it technically is like part of your life that you can keep from the paparazzi. Apparently, is working.
I know, and everybody does it too. They don't come out and say what it's going to be.
2 years ago, though, he served Caesar salad, grilled chicken breast with sides of green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, macaroni and cheese, and cornbread.
And the dessert was confetti cake with vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Tom Watson went on Twitter after leaving immediately, and he said, at Bubba Watson, you had a year to decide on grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, corn, and macaroni and cheese. Happy meal, play like a champion. I mean, how disappointing is that?
Oh, yeah, Faldo tweaked Watson. No, Faldo said that.
Oh, it was
Twitter.
Faldo.
Yeah.
It said it to Tom Watson, or no, to Bubba.
Watson,
and it was like, really? Nice.
Yeah.
And
he said he eats plain, though. But still, this is the master's dinner, and it's not for you, technically. I don't know. He said maybe this year I should do all burritos again. Who had burritos?
Because he eats a burrito every single night before he plays. Again, he is like a very plain Jane eater, and he likes to go to Waffle House and Steak and Shake and get milkshakes. And who knows? I don't expect it to be anything spectacular.
All right, so I'm going right to our man up. Man up for this week.
Yeah, but you didn't say what you would have.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, see, I'm big, and you're in Augusta, so it's the South. Shrimp and grits all the way.
Okay.
Shrimp and grits, and then for the folks who are allergic to seafood, I would put something else on grits. I don't know, but they would definitely be on grits, and it would be my husband's recipe because it is the bomb.
Your husband does make really good shrimp and grits. I would say I'm kind of around you. I think like a low country boil.
Yep.
A southern fare. I'd have crab legs and clams and shrimp and little potatoes and corn and sausage and all that. And I want to see everybody in their green jackets like eating.
Yes.
Bibs.
And we're gonna have whiskey. It's the South. You need whiskey.
You can have whiskey. I'll have vodka.
Okay.
And champagne.
You're from New Jersey.
Yep.
We're having whiskey and moonshine, maybe. That would be awesome.
God.
Instead of, I would pour moonshine in your vodka bottle so you wouldn't know.
That's great.
That's great. All right, so the man up is going to be, I'm going to say the crowds, golf fans.
That's it.
Golf fans really need to man up and quit acting like jerks because now you're costing people money. You know, if it's on a drive and it's after the swing, I'm almost like, that's all you. You know, if you want to do that, it looks stupid, but hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
But when you start costing people money and doing it at the top of their swing, and I know I'm going to hear that from those people saying, well, Tiger practiced that way. Well, good for Tiger. But
That's obviously not working out very well for him
right now. But you should not do it purposefully right at the top of their swing. I just am very upset with this because, one, I really like Jordan Spieth. So anyway, that's my man up.
Well,
this week.
Going into Jordan Spieth, he's our man crush.
He is.
He's a cutie.
He
And he
is a
just
cutie.
bought a $2.5 million house
Good for
in
him.
Jupiter, Florida.
Because he has finished second now twice in a row.
You can.
Yeah, so he can.
I mean, I just watch him. He's 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is this phenom. He's going to do great things for the golf world. I'm excited to see him play this week.
Yes.
I really hope he
And we
does
haven't
well.
seen or heard anything really controversial from him, so I like that. He's managed to get to 21.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's got a
pretty good
long
now.
way to go. Everybody thought Tiger was a saint, but he's not. Speaking of
Tiger, go ahead. I'm in love now. I'm in love again with a whole new thing.
okay, everybody knows I'm obsessed with Rory. And we talked about the EA Sports thing last week.
Right.
About Rory now getting to be the face of EA Sports golf,
Right.
PJ Golf. Now there's a new commercial from Nike.
Oh my gosh, Nike, if I didn't love you for that new Volt color already, this commercial, whatever your marketing department or company is now, deserves whatever you're paying them.
I mean, a
Hands
medal.
down.
So I found this video. It just got launched this week. And I'm just going to explain it real quick. It's a 2-minute video, and you see it
it's
starts
the ad,
off-
right? It's their new ad?
It's their new ad. I'm sure they're going to show it this week, but it's going to have to be
condensed.
But it's basically, you see, it takes place in Ireland,
Mm-hmm.
and you see this little boy from like 5 years old.
Toddler Rory.
Yeah, toddler Rory, moving up, watching Tiger on TV.
From his
has-
amateur days. They have clips from Tiger's amateur
Yes.
days and then his first tournaments.
Yep. And has a collage in his bedroom and hitting golf balls into his washing machine.
That was awesome. by
That
the
was
way.
really awesome. He sees him practicing in the rain, so he goes out and practices in the rain, and the mom's there the whole way.
And the dad, in the bar when they're closing the bar
Yeah.
and they're watching TV.
And then you see them when they're both on the tee, and it's like introducing Tiger Woods, and then it's like introducing Rory McIlroy. I mean,
And Rory
it's-
hits his shot and Tiger says, nice shot.
Yeah, he says nice job, and
Yeah.
it's like chill
Oh.
bumps. Like it is such a passing of the torch, and Nike.
Because everyone knows I'm not, Tiger's not my favorite. But
No.
but that commercial is
Amazing.
Okay, we can agree on that.
Yes.
So go look it up.
Yep.
It's had
it's
about
on YouTube.
yep.
Just say Nike, Rory, Tiger.
Yep.
It'll pop right up.
And that's one. It's like the father son commercial from the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's like one of those. Like
yeah,
feel good.
it is. Really feel good.
Yes. That may do more for Tiger's reputation than Nike's, but at this point, I love Nike again for doing that. That was awesome.
Now we do have one little bit of juicy gossip. It's
Wait,
not-
before we do that, let's do our pro you didn't know because
Okay.
it's my favorite. We can end on the
and
juiciness.
then we'll end on the juiciness.
All right. So our pro you may not know is Sam Saunders, grandson of Arnold Palmer. I did not realize that this was Arnold Palmer's grandson. Maybe I should have. But he is a Clemson alum. He did not graduate, left to turn pro before his senior season, but turned pro in 2009. And Sam Saunders is his name, 6 foot, 175 pounds, born in 87, the year I graduated high school. I don't feel old. He's done pretty well. Started on the web.com tour, and this year, going down, looking at where's that stat? He's made like $330,000 this year, but done pretty good. Here it is. He was born in Orlando, attended Clemson University, skipped his senior year, played in the web.com in 2014 after earning his tour card through qualifying school. So even Arnold Palmer's grandson has to go through the ranks, which is good. And finished 13th in the web.com tour finals to earn his PJ card for the 14-15 season. And he's he's a cutie too. You said you weren't aware of him either.
I
When he
wasn't.
came
I
up.
knew. I knew Arnie had a grandson on tour. I
played?
just was not familiar with who it was.
Here it is. Here are the numbers I was looking for. He's played in 13 events this year and finished second once, That was his one top 10. He's finished in the top 25 twice, made 6 cuts of the 13. He had to withdraw once, but he's made $338,000. So congratulations, Sam Saunders. We cannot find a Twitter handle because, we're addicted to that too. But so if anyone knows and wants to let us know, again, it's Shan at the golfdirector.com, or you can just comment in on the golfdirector.com somewhere. But yeah, Sam Saunders, look him up. We'll start following him. We're putting him on the list. And then our next show, we'll give an update on all of our pros that you didn't know to see how they've been doing because it's been a few weeks now.
Yeah, we can totally do that. We saw one of our guys, Scott Pinkney.
Yes!
The PGA had a highlight of him for, I think he was heading into a par 5 or something. And I was like, hey, that's our guy from a couple of weeks ago.
I know, and now we know him.
Yeah,
better.
So that was exciting. So,
Juice.
This week.
Yes.
Amanda Duffner has filed for divorce from Jason Duffner, the it couple.
Yes.
The hottest wife on the PGA Tour.
Mm-hmm.
And
we've made comments about this before.
Oh yeah,
like he's totally what do you call
outkicked his punt coverage. And
apparently he did.
Actually a website called Outkick devoted to guys who have hotter wives than them. And now they don't know whether or not, and he was like the king of it, and they don't know whether to keep him on it or not. So anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, so.
But that's sad in any event.
He loses his weight. He looks good. They've been separated since February. She filed for divorce in March, citing.
Maybe she liked him the other way.
Irretrievable breakdown of the marriage and a complete incompatibility of temperament.
Somebody's angry.
Yeah. Now,
that's my guess.
Supposedly, her Instagram account was just taken down because I was trying to find some juice.
Right.
She had maybe posed topless on a vacation and then took it down. And
yeah, because nobody's husband gets mad about that.
Nobody. She will receive $2.5 million. He's worth $7 million.
All right, well.
And he gets to keep both houses in Alabama. And they have not said about the dog, Prince Louis.
All right, wait a minute. He gets to keep both houses, and she took less than half.
I think there was a prenup there.
Well, either prenup or somebody did something wrong, but that's totally speculation on my part. What?
She must have done something wrong if she's only getting $2.5 million. And they have been together since, she went to Alabama and he went to Arkansas. And I mean, everybody was like, that's like college? The gridiron. Like, he landed like this hot girl from Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they've been together since college or right around then. But
well, here's the thing. Divorce is horrible anytime.
Yes, absolutely.
And especially when, your part of your life has been spent in the limelight. But also because of that, we know about it. So we're going to talk about it. So we're very sorry that the divorce is happening, but I am going to be interested to see what comes out in the future because it does seem a little bit it's not conforming to what we would call the regular rules as far as this separation. So
no, and they got married in 2012. There is a picture of her hitting golf balls in a bikini.
Okay, well,
I mean,
that could
she's
have been
hot,
for whatever.
so
yeah.
I mean, I would have done it too, but yeah. So
if I looked like that, I may come to work in a bikini.
I know, I would totally. So yeah, so that's the juicy gossip on the power couple from the PGA.
I know, gosh, you work so hard. You get you're trying to get as hot as your wife, and I don't know if that's why he did it, but. And then
maybe he knew it was going to be happening, so he's going to be
know
back.
That for sure.
She filed.
Yep. She filed, and she's taking no homes and less than half.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
I am too.
Okay. Those are the only facts we can report on.
It is.
Jamie, our time is way up.
It is.
A long time ago.
We had so much to talk about. Jeff behind the glass is like, girls.
Let's go. Hey, huge shout out, though, to some listener fans from Wells Fargo Bank right here in North Myrtle Beach. We appreciate it.
We do.
Very much. We did find out that they come into the bank and talk about our show. That's awesome.
Everybody should listen to our show.
Well, yeah, but they're learning about it.
That's right.
All right.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. You can find us at thegolfdirector.com.
And next week, we're doing every 2 weeks. And next week, we will be at Monday after the Masters.
Yes. So when you next time you hear us or the next show we do in the progression, if you're listening on the archives, we will be reporting on the Masters Monday after the Masters and all the gossip that normally happens at that after party.
Yes.
All right. Jamie, it was fun.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll talk to you next time. This edition of Golf Gossip has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting The Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much more. Need help with your next golf vacation and tweet? Hashtag just call Dave and he'll find you, or pick up a real phone and give us a call at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand, so to catch up on a show you may have missed, including one of the Golf Gossip shows, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, the Myrtle Beach Golf app, and many more. This is Shan Coughlin.
And Jamie Catola.
And on behalf of the two of us, Jeff behind the glass, we thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.